In this video, we'll be looking at the probability. Question 1, 2018, October, November says, a small bag contains 6 black and 9 red pens of the same type. 2 pens are taken at random, one after the other, without replacement. Calculate the probability that both pens, one is black. The probability that both pens are, one is black, are of different colors. Now, before we go any further, I need you to understand this. So we've got first peak and second peak, and we've got colors black and red. We assume that the first peak was black, and we've got 6 and 9, so the total probability is 15. So we've got black. The first peak is not affected by, doesn't affect anything. So we are going to have 6 over 15. We assume that in the second peak we also picked black. That means black is going to reduce by 5 and the total will reduce by 1, becomes 14. Let's go to red. If we assumed that red was the first peak, that means red will be 9 over 15. And if again we assumed that we picked red in the second selection, we are going to say, since it is without replacement, that means they are not being taken back. So if we again picked red, we are going to have 8 here, red remaining 8, and the total is going to be affected and becomes what? 14. That means in the second peak, total will be 14. Now they're saying 1 is black. When they say 1 black, they haven't specified whether black to be at the beginning or black to be at the end. That means we can have black and red, or we can have red and black. So like I was saying, sorry for that, they haven't specified whether black to be at the beginning or at the end. So we can have something like black, red, or red, black. Now we must know that in probability, and means multiplication and or means addition. Both means multiplication. So in this case, if we say we can have black at the beginning and red at the second, we are saying black will get in the first selection, we'll get 6 over 15 being multiplied by red. Red, the one we are going to get is the one in the second selection. It's like we are getting this and now this. So say 8 over 14. Plus, if we go to red, we start with this 9 over 15 times, then we go like that 5 over 14. So this is the same as we are having 6 times 8, that is 48 over 210 plus 9 times 5, that is 45 over 210. Since we have the same common denominator, it's like we are saying 45 plus 48, giving us 93 over 210. If you can reduce this, then you can go on and reduce, and it becomes as simple as it can. But otherwise, I'm going to end there. So we have 3 different buttons: black, red, white. 2 buttons are put at random, one after the other, and they're not also replaced. Before you draw a 3 diagram, let's look at this. If we say black was picked first, and black we are saying is 20, because the total probability is 20 plus 12 plus 4 to give you 36. So if black was picked first, we are saying this is 20 divided by 36. If black was picked also second, therefore it will be 19 over 35. What if we picked red first? If we picked red first, we are going to have 12 over 36. And if you picked red also second, we are going to say it will be 11 over 35. 35. If we picked white first, we are saying it is 4 over 36. If we picked white second, we are saying it is 3 over 35. After knowing this, we can now draw a proper tree diagram. So we are saying our first, so we've got 3 branches. We've got for black, for red, and for white. So black, you are saying 20 over 36. Red, we are saying 12 over 36. White, we are saying 4 over 36. We are done with the first selection. Our second selection, each of these is going to have 3 branches. Okay. Therefore, this will be black, this will be red, and this will be white. This will be black, this will be red, and that will be white. This will be black, red, and white. Therefore, we'll just be putting the same thing that we wrote there. So that is 19 over 35. If we picked black and red will still mean the same because nothing is going to change in terms of red. So red goes back to the way it was, but the total becomes different. So red becomes 20 over 35. If we picked black and white, this is its first selection, so nothing is going to change. It will still be 4 over 35. What if you picked red and black? So if you picked red and black will remain the same, 20 over 35, and red still remains the same, so here is supposed to be 12, not 20. Then here it will also be 12 over 35. White remains, here since we picked red, so it becomes 11 now. If we picked red and white, we have red remains the same, 4 over 35. If we picked white and black remains the same, I'll write it here, remains the same as 20 over 35. Red, if you picked white and red, I'll write it here, red remains the same as 12 over 35. If you picked white, that's when white can change and becomes that 3 over 35. So that's a tree diagram. So I don't have enough space, otherwise I could have written even the outcomes. What is the probability that both buttons are white? If both buttons are white, we are saying white and white. So the first white is over 36. Both, like I said, means multiplication. They need to be 3 over 35. That will give us 12 over, so we are saying 36 times 35. And that is 1,260. And that will give us, when you reduce it, that is 1 over 105. So we are saying the probability of picking white is equal to 1 over 105. So thank you so much. Question 3, you can try to answer it and see if you have gotten what I've said so far. Thank you so much. I'm PVS Tutor.